Many experienced No Man's Sky players had some things they wish they had known when they started playing, and I am no exception. I had plenty of misconceptions and bad decisions that I wish I could have avoided, but this video will make sure that you don't make those mistakes and have a wonderful beginning in this universe. If you're more experienced or just want some higher level tips for the future, I also have a couple other videos linked in the description that will teach you vital skills for later in the game. But for now, I'll hand it over to past me to give you your rightfully earned tips because you stayed this long. Tip number 5 is to change your camera view. When I first started playing No Man's Sky, I was looking for the ultimate immersive experience in space, and was frustrated by the fact that the game was in third person. But I soon found out that by going into the quick menu, that's X on the keyboard and bottom D-pad arrow on the controller, and navigating all the way to the left and selecting that option, and finally going to the camera view option and toggling that, you can change the first person, and doing that again, you can toggle back to third. The same can be said for your ship, and if you just want to admire the sleek new ride you got from my guide on how to get the best exotic ship possible, then you can just do all that while in your ship and admire it from the lovely third-person perspective. Number 4 on the list is to know that you can look good as soon as you leave your first planet. Once you've lifted off, you can immediately go to the space station and change your race, outfit, physical traits, and more. I created my blinged out purple Gek here right off the bat in this playthrough, so that just goes to show how unique you can make your character just 20 minutes into the game. Tip number 3 is to know your Sentinels. Sentinels are, if you didn't already know, small, boxy, floating robots that go around scanning things. Unless you're on a special planet that has already aggressive Sentinels, in which case you'll get a little notification when you get there that pops up on your screen. Unless you're on one of those planets, they'll just leave you alone unless they witness you doing something bad for the environment, such as killing creatures or mining resources. And if you happen to be attacked by a Sentinel at the beginning of your playthrough, and you don't want to fight it off, because you probably can't if you're not with adequate firepower at the moment, you can simply not fight them by saving and reloading. The way you do this is get in and out of your ship, and then go to the options menu and reloading autosave. And number 2 is starting yourself off on a good note in the financial department. You may have found out that you can take various types of contracts in space stations once you're at a certain level, but right off the bat you won't be able to access these, so just try exploring instead. Go down to a planet and start scanning things with your analysis visor, which will give you a few hundred units for free, and later on you can go into the Discoveries tab in the options menu like so, and get nanites for uploading them. But if you're really looking for units as soon as you can, use your analysis visor to look for various rare curiosities. They're these orange diamonds with 1 to 3 orange lines in them, depending on how rare they are, 3 being the most rare and most likely most valuable, and you can harvest them and sell them for a good amount. But be warned, things like Gravitino balls and sentient plants, which will also reward you with Gravitino balls, will attract Sentinels to come and attack you if you try and take those rare goods, so maybe steer clear of those. And finally, we come to number 1. This may seem at odds with the tip before this, but try to complete a good chunk of the storyline before going off and exploring and doing your own thing, trying to earn money and all that, because every few missions on the main storyline you'll be rewarded with a free upgrade module for your exosuit multi-tool. Or you can get a ton of important blueprints from the base building mission set. Don't worry, you'll have plenty of time to do your own thing once you've established yourself in the story. And would you look at that? We've come to the outro. If you enjoyed the video or are happy to have learned something new, feel free to leave a like on the video, and if you didn't, feel free to dislike. There are links to more of my advanced No Man's Sky guide videos in the description if you're interested in learning about the wonderful ships you can get and other topics like that. And that's all I have for today, and I hope to see you in the next video.